everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is April. How are you doing today? I'm so thankful you're spending some time here on my channel. Today, I'm starting a new series that I like to call Art Talk with April, where I'm going to be talking about different art-related topics with the intention to explore some of the thoughts and feelings we get as we decide to create art, whether that is at a personal or a more professional level. So all of you creatives out there are welcome to be a part of these talks and leave your thoughts in the comments below. For this first episode, I'm working on my sketchbook doing a watercolor painting of some goldfishes. I'm actually practicing for a project I have planned for the future. So while you're watching the process of this painting, let's talk about overcoming self-doubt and fear of judgment as an artist. I think that overcoming self-doubt is the one huge first step we must take at the moment we decide to pursue art. It doesn't matter if it's as a hobby or a career, we all tend to doubt our own abilities to create art. I feel like a big part of that has to do with the misconceptions some of us share about how people are just born talented and drawing perfectly. I have to admit that even though there are a few rare cases, most of us need hours and hours of practice to perfect our craft, regardless of how naturally talented we may be. Taking a chance to make art, and more than that to publish your art, even if it's only on social media, it's actually a very brave thing to do. Especially when you're living with self-doubt. The fear of not being good enough, comparing yourself to people who can be more skilled than you are, can become very toxic parts of making art. Especially in the social media era where we all tend to feel like we're never really good enough. All of this ties in with the fear of judgment we might feel when we start sharing what we create. Back in my days, it was very common for kids, and especially teenagers, to hide their drawing skills and creations, especially the ones where they express what was going on inside their minds. Let's keep in mind that in my days as a teenager, social media wasn't really a thing, and it was mostly us, the weird kids, that had this passion for artwork and drawing and painting. So it wasn't very easy to explore and even less to share personal artwork. Now, I hope that in the present moment that reality changed, but trust me when I say that if you're afraid to even start making art because you're afraid of the judgment you might receive, even if it's just from your friends and family, you are truly never alone, and we all have felt that way at some point. Doubting yourself and being afraid of judgment are very common feelings. But you can actually learn to overcome both of these things. Here's my take on how to start getting rid of these mental weights that only drag us down for no reason at all. My first piece of advice is work on your craft. Erase from your mind that concept that making art is always beautiful and easy, because that's not the reality. Actually, in the beginning, it might feel like the complete opposite. Make room in your head for the fact that perfecting any skill takes multiple hours of work, and it might feel very frustrating at times. But once you start putting in the hours, you will become more patient with yourself, and all that time and love you pour into your art will make your confidence grow. Take time to recognize every single improvement, even when it's hard to see. Every time you create a new piece, improvement is made. Don't expect to magically learn and become great. Practice, use your resources, learn from other artists, and don't be blind to every small improvement you make just because your art is not perfect yet. Have love for every small bit of improvement you make. This third tip goes along with the last one, and it's to remember not to compare your level of skill with anyone. It's a little easier said than done, but remember that each person is a different universe, and no two roads are ever the same. So avoid comparing yourself with artists who have been in the game for years, because most probably they have put in a lot more hours than you have. And if you're just starting as an artist, don't compare yourself with how good artists were when they were your age. Meaning, if you're 12, don't look at how Picasso drew when he was 12, because it makes no sense to compare. And lastly, build up your confidence as you find your style. Not all of us want to be famous artists at a huge exhibition. Not all of us want to paint hyper-realistic portraits. And not all of us want to paint like Monet. What I want to say with this is the following. You set your own goals and your own definition of success. And yes, you are allowed to move along with that. The more art you create, the more you get to know yourself as an artist. You will start to recognize your strengths, the type of art that's more meaningful to you, and the different styles that align more with who you are. So don't let outside opinions of what good art is or what success as an artist looks like limit your personal style. Find confidence in your uniqueness And don't be afraid to share it, because a big number of people will appreciate your art and it will resonate with them. I hope you enjoyed this first art talk with me, April, and I hope that my thoughts helped you in one way or another. Let me know your views on self-doubt and fear of judgment as an artist in the comments below. I'll be happy to read what you have to say. Please like this video if you like this new series, because then I will know if I should make more of this type of videos, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, take care of yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.